silent battle. There's going to be a training session where you walk in through the doors with weight already on your shoulders. When it feels like we walk in already carrying weight that's too heavy for us to handle, what are we going to do when we are expected to put even more weight on ourselves? Physical weight, on top of the mental weight, the emotional weight, the spiritual weight. Today was one of those sessions for me where I walked in already tired. I walked in heavy laden, weary, or even just getting through it was a victory for me. There are times where you have to make the decision to just do one more set, do one more rep, just add a little bit more weight. And every time you do, it's a moral victory. Now, a lot of us, we can just take the day off. I get it. Rest is necessary. A lot of us, we can complain about how tired we are. We can complain about how we just can't catch a break. And you probably can't. You're probably going through a season where the storms are pushing the waves so far over your head that it seems like you can't stay afloat. Or like every time that your head is above the waves finally, you get pulled back under. And this is when we really are tested mentally. Are you putting your trust in just yourself, your own will? Do you have something external that you can lean on? What separates a truly strong person is someone who's willing to do the work, even when it's heavy, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to, even when all you want to do is just stay home. All you want to do is just sleep in. All you want to do is just stay under the covers, where it's safe, where you're comfortable. The weight's not supposed to get lighter. And when you walk in heavy already, you make the decision to move it regardless. And this is the silent battle. This is where you're fighting yourself, really. You're fighting the negative thoughts. There's outside influences that are influencing your self-talk, that are influencing your self-image, your self-worth. And if you put all of your identity in how much you can lift, and you have a bad session, you're going to have a bad day or a bad week or a bad season. When it's a struggle just to get through your workout, just to complete the reps, just to complete the sets, the amount of weight on that bar, it'll be too heavy for some people. Because you walked in with a load that's way too heavy for you to carry in the first place. Now, these training sessions are really the character building ones. They're the ones that separate the weak from the strong. And I'm not talking about physically. When the weight's too heavy for you to carry, can someone still depend on you? Can someone still count on you to show up? Can you be a pillar for someone to lean on when they're also tired, when they're weary, when they're in need of rest? Here's the thing, everyone goes through that season. Now, you don't develop that level of strength just from willpower. It's an endurance game. Really, mental strength is how much can you endure. Physical strength is how much can you lift. Mental strength is how much can you endure. Now, a lot of people think that mental toughness is staying strong and I can resist, put more weight on me, put more spiritual weight on me, put more mental weight on me, I can handle it. Eventually that load's going to get way too heavy. And unfortunately, we see people lose these battles all the time. But really, it's not how much weight can you carry, it's how much can you let go. How much can you release? How can you forgive? Can you endure? Can you take every thought captive? Now, mental toughness, it's not about how much more you can pile on. Mental toughness is how much can you let go of. The stories we tell ourselves. The weight gets way too heavy. As simple as a workout. Oh, I could be home right now. That's a story you're telling yourself. Oh, I had such a long day. I'm having troubles at home. My kids are acting, my girlfriend, my boyfriend. No one understands. These are stories you're telling yourself. Can you let that go? And can you do what you got to do, whether you feel like it or not? Now that's mental toughness. Let it go. The weights cannot define who you are. We can use that as a tool, absolutely. We should use it as a tool, absolutely. We should push our physical limits, absolutely. But if your whole identity is how much you can lift, man, one day you're not going to hit a PR anymore. And then what? Does your self-worth diminish from there? Use it as a tool. Build that endurance, that mental endurance. Because life is a race of endurance. Who can hang on the longest? Those who endure will inherit the kingdom. Life's gonna come at you. Just like when you walk into those doors to the gym with weight already on your shoulders. Are you just gonna let it get the best of you? Or are you gonna endure? Are you gonna still get your work in? Because when you're walking around through life with that weight on your shoulders and then somebody else is gonna need you, will you have already trained yourself to be able to handle it? There are some days where every single set's a fight, but keep fighting. There's gonna be some days where even just moving an empty barbell is heavy, but keep it moving. Some days we just gotta walk in and fight.